This coffee's cold, and there's also a marshmallow in it. I'll eat the marshmallow right now. Not bad, it tastes like coffee. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy CrabLord back again. And today we have a great vocal for you. I'm doing Travis Scott's Serenade. Got this in the comments. There's a cool like humming effect that I have here, and also the lead that I came up with is very nice too. And it's worth watching. So yeah, before we get in the video, make sure you already subscribe, notification bell as well, so you don't miss a video that I post. Also make sure to check out my description down below. A lot of things down there like preset packs and a new website for all your needs, I think. So anyway, Travis Scott's Serenade. So we have two vocals here. We have a nice little hum effect here, and then a lead that derives from it. And it's very easy to get, and it's very nice. Right now I'm gonna record it for you, and you're gonna see exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, you go and have your parade for your sun turn black and gray. Come home, let me serenade ya.
It's not exactly how the song is sounding, but the lead vocal I got is one of the best lead vocals I've made in a while, and it sounds really clean. I'm gonna play it for you dry real quick and then show you what it sounds like completed.
Oh, you go and have your parade.
Now his lead vocal in the song does not sound like that, but I made it like that, and I like how it sounds, so we're gonna teach you how to get that, as well as the little humming effect. Now I have two buses for this. I may include them, but for now I'm not gonna include them because they're not really needed. They're just a lot of extra work. But if you wanna start out with how to get this humming sound, I will teach you how to get that. Whenever we do that, you can duplicate it to create the lead. It's a very simple process. Alright, so on this track, audio 3, this will be new effect, and I'm gonna bring the new effect below the Serenade hum. Now as you can see on these tracks, it says stargazing. Now I started off with the stargazing Travis preset, but I changed them all completely. So with that being said, I'm going to save the channel strip setting as Serenade. On the new effect, you want to start out with pitch correction. I'll bring that one over. Generally, you just need it. What more can I say about pitch correction? It's in pitch correction mono. I came across the comment that said this pitch correction sounds better than Antares, and for me, honestly, I think it does. It just sounds more like robotic and more auto-tune effect, and that's cool to have sometimes. Major scale D sharp's what I had. 0 response time for any Travis Scott vocal because it's a lot of auto-tune. Makes it sound good, but you got to find it yourself by switching between major and natural minor. So this is what it's gonna sound like with just pitch correction. We have a channel EQ first. You always need to set up the vocal by EQ, channel EQ mono. You gotta shape it. Now this is pretty strong for a first EQ, but what I would like you to do is copy my settings by double clicking these and changing them. But if you want to listen to me, I took some low away, dropped a little shelf here with the yellow, took some more away with the green, took some more away at 500, took some away at 2K, and boosted all the way from 1200 all the way to the end, plus 12, which is a lot. I did a lot of testing here. That's why it's all over the place. Next is a compressor, dynamic compressor mono. A compressor can make or break your vocals. Sometimes I get lucky, like in this one, to make the vocal sound good. Others, it ruins it, and I'm aware of that. Auto gain off, this is off as well. Distortion off. Threshold of -31, ratio of 6.1 to 1. Makeup of 4.5, attack at 8, fast, release at 25, moderately fast, and we'll close it. I actually have this at edge vocal, but I changed these, so don't worry about that. Next is another channel EQ. This one's gonna kind of offset the first one you made. EQ, channel EQ mono. So as you can see, the gain's at -2, so we're gonna bring this up to 0. I took away all the 100 again. Little shelf here with this light green one at about 250 -2. This one at 800 -2. 3000 -4.5, and then 4000 -3 all the way to the end, and then -2. Drop the shelf a little bit, and that's gonna clean it up a little bit, not make it so extremely sharp. But we'll play with those before the multipresser. Alright, MultiPresser, one of the best plugins in Logic stock selection. Dynamics MultiPresser mono. And when you're inside of it, you can basically pinpoint what you want. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this -0.4. So first you space them out, 160, 1100, 4700. Then you're gonna increase or take away. At 4, I raised it 12, just so I can super compress it -53. I brought it all the way to -53. If it's up like this, you'll hear me a lot crispier, -53. These are questionable moves here, but I don't care about it because I like how it sounds. 3 do plus 3.5, and we take it -36. -1 at the 2, -15, -1 at the 1, -18. And we close and we'll play it with that one, because that's a very important one. Next is in the channel EQ. I read that you can add as many channel EQs as you want to get that final sound that you're looking for. So EQ, channel EQ mono. Inside of it, we simply have a big boost at 100. That's a kind of a thing you never want to do, but I wanted to do it. But I raised it plus 5.5 with this yellow. 865 took away -2. Drop at 3000, -2. And then at 2000, drop this -7 all the way to the end. I kind of don't need to do this overkill type thing with both of them, but you can copy these settings to get what I have. All right, now we have some reverb. It gives a lot of flavor to the vocal, makes it mix in better. 4.4 second big plate, that is large. Plate reverbs, 4.4 second big, -12.5 wet, 0 dry, and I made the length 2.68. Output EQ. I raised the high end, this is why it sounds like I'm in a cave, and then took away all the low. It's 170. You raise it at 3000, drop it at 170, and then we exit. And now before the sample delay, something like this. Now the sample delay is gonna make it spread out. That is delay, sample delay, mono stereo. When you're inside of it, either side make it like 1,000. I have 922 on the right, you do the left if you want. I'm not gonna judge you. Now that you got the effect vocal, we can talk about this one. Now I'm gonna tell you what the simple changes are. Let me make a new track right below it. I'm gonna go one by one and see which ones are actually different. Pitch correction is gonna remain the same. The channel EQ is identical. The compressors are identical. Second channel EQ, it's identical. MultiPresser, I can sense that this one's gonna be different. This is the effect one, and this is the new one. The MultiPresser is different. So when you use the MultiPresser from the effect one, it's gonna be different in this way. The 4 is at a much smaller area. It's minus 45, and it's risen plus 8. The 3 is plus 3.5 with minus 36, and then the 1 and 2 are the same. Basically, the 3 and the 4 are different. I just made 11,900 and 1100, and that's that. And then the final channel EQ is different. All that's changed is I didn't take as much away and raise it. I basically just took away at the 100, the 3000, and a little bit at the 800, and you can copy the settings if you want. That'll clean it up a little bit. And the Space Designer is definitely different too. I didn't probably make it as strong. I lied. Only thing different about the Space Designer is that the output EQ is taken away at 4000 all the way to the end instead of risen. This is also taken away at 40, and that's the only difference. So with that on, it goes like this.
Oh, you go and have your parade for your sun turn black and gray.
Nice. Well, that's the entire vocal. Now we can just freestyle and have a good time with it and just party.
Yeah, I made Paint Beast on 2K. I dunk over every way. You know I don't have to stay. Shoot a 3 and it goes in. What am I even saying? I'm so nice at pinball. Whoa. I'ma let it see what I never wanna be, what I wanna be, what I gotta be, what I gotta do, what I gotta see, what I gotta eat, what I gotta sleep, what I gotta deep, what I gotta dream, what I gotta pee, what I gotta see. Glasses on my face, they're so cool and I'm a
certified.
You know I am not that way. I don't care. Lens cap away. This is a lens for my camera.
There's no memes involved in this one. I gotta poop. That's about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed that video and learned something as well. And if you didn't, I apologize because what am I even used for anymore? What is my use in this world? Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video that I post. Make sure to drop a like in the video, leave a comment as well. That'll help this video get spread around because I no longer get traction. Anyway, I got a really cool video in the works as well. This has been a CrabLord. How to sound like Travis Scott in the song Serenade. 2 types of vocals and Logic Botanicals only stock plugins like always.